Alright, so while looking for a new gaming PC case for myself, I came across a bunch of different options and all kind of price points. But the one that really stood me out was this one right here, the Phanteks Evolv X2. The unique design and also modern actually really caught my attention. So in this video, I'm going to share my experience that I built this game PC rig right here and go over the parts that I use as well and let you know if this is a good pick for your next PC build as well. Hello, my name is Rodrigo, and just to clear first over here, this is not a sponsored video. I bought all these parts myself after doing a ton of research to put together this gaming PC. My old one is now going to be my dedicated streaming rig. So as always, everything I share here is just my honest opinion based on my own experience in building this setup. So before I dive into talking about the case itself, I wanted to quickly go over the components that I choose for this build, as each one worked perfectly for this case. So for the CPU, I went with the Ryzen 7 7800X3D. Also with the motherboard, what I picked was the Asus ROG Strix X878 gaming Wi-Fi. Now for the cooling, I chose the NZXT Kraken Elite 360 RGB. This is basically the 2024 edition. Now for my main storage, I chose the Samsung 990 Pro 2 terabytes NVMe for my main storage and also for some games in there. Now for my RAM, I went up with the Team Group T-Force Delta RGB, the white version, the all white color, 32 gigabytes DDR5 at 6000 megahertz with a CL30, which is a very good latency for this RAM. Now for the power supply, I went up to go with the Lian Li Edge Gold 1000 watts 80 plus gold certified, which is a very nice power supply because it's very unique. They come also with a USB hub over there that you can also connect everything on the power supply and just run one cable to the motherboard. Pretty nice one in my opinion. Highly recommend to check that out as well. Now as for the fans, I'm using the Phanteks ME25G2 120D RGB, 3 reversible fans at the bottom and 4 regular ones, 1 on the rear and 3 on the top to exhaust the air. I also added the Phanteks RGB hub, which is to make it easy to actually manage all the light and fan speed. This is definitely an option, but you can also use any hub you prefer, or even just to control everything through the motherboard and software like Armor Crate if you're using the Asus board like I'm doing as well. Now the Phanteks Evolv X2 was released on January 2025, which is a couple months ago, and it is fresh new case design from Phanteks. It comes either with a black or white, and I believe they have a special edition gold, which is really nice, but I went up to go with the white version since I was already planning to build an all-white gaming PC static for myself. But again, what really caught my attention on this unique case is basically the illusion they actually give you the components that look like they are floating inside of this PC case, which is really nice the way they designed this way. I never seen a case like this before. It got a super modern, clean aesthetic and actually pretty compact as well. The measure of the case is 17.87 by 8.98 by 23 by 15 inches. So definitely is not a huge case or if you need to put in a compact place. Now the case had tempered glass panels basically on 3 different sides of this case. You have on the front, usually all the PCs have in the front. I also have on the side, the front side, and also on the back, basically where you have actually a door that you can manage your cables right there. So basically it does have this kind of unique way to see the case on, which is almost by glass and all the sides. Now all the panels are really easy to remove, as you can see it, and personally I left the front glass while I'm building because actually I didn't feel the real need to take it off, but just a heads up, if you wanted to take it out, that part and the front, which is in the middle, the connection to both glasses, is a little bit trickier. So if you don't need to remove it to build in this case, don't even bother to take them out. So just a heads up in case you needed to know if you wanted to take it out, that part of the glass. You know, if you don't need it, like I didn't need it to build in this build, just leave it alone and it'll be all good. Now around the back, it comes with all necessary cables pre-routed and secure with the nice Velcro straps, which makes cable management a lot easier. There are also 2 extra straps for organizing your output cable as well, which is a nice touch from Phanteks. The Evolv X2 is also designed in a way that makes cable management really easy, so getting a clean, tidy build is not a problem at all, like places like this for the fans cables and the I/O as well. Now the Phanteks Evolv X2 have also connections on the bottom front of the case, and they're located on the bottom right, which include 2 USB 3.0 Type A ports for your connections there, and also a 1 USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 x 2, and also a 3.5mm combo jack for headphones and mic as well. Now at the top you got also 2 buttons, and one is for reset and the other for the power the PC on and off. So overall, building in this case was pretty easy for the most part. The only issues that I ran into were more because of my own experience with building PCs, which made the process take a little bit longer, but in the end everything comes together just fine. Now installing the motherboard was super straightforward, and just so you know, this case supports a variable size of motherboard, which is a eATX up to 280mm wide, regular ATX, micro ATX, and also a mini ITX. Now installing the fans and the I/O liquid cooler was actually very smooth, no problem at all. Everything is, I pick it up, working really well with this case, so there was definitely no issues on there. But one thing I would like to point out though is that the case has a limited option for mounting your I/O pump. That is really just one place to install it, like I did, with the tubes running towards the back of the case. If you are thinking about doing this with a cooler water cooling setup, it is possible, but again, there is some limitations depending on your layout. Now for me, the most challenging part on this build was definitely mounting the I/O. I had a little bit of trouble getting everything lined up correctly. That said, Phanteks include a pretty helpful manual with the case, which breaks down all the key info for your build as well. But my struggles were more due to a lack of experience building PC regularly. But even with that, I'll say this case is still a beginner friendly, and if you are building your first PC with this case, it's definitely a solid case to work with. Oh, and one big tip as well, wanted to let you know, is that if you haven't heard about it, check it out, PCPartPicker.com. It is super useful site that helps also plan out your build, making sure that all the parts are compatible. I did use that for many times, and also compares price across different stores, which is really nice, helping me a ton when I was picking out the companies for this building. Just to be clear, this is not a sponsor anyhow, because I'm talking about the PC Part Picker, but it's just because I used it before and again for this build and the other ones that I did, and this actually program make everything much easier when you selecting the parts. So after finishing the build, I noticed that the case design actually works really well, especially when it comes to tempers under control. The airflow is really great. I used the reversible blades fans at the bottom to pull off the cool air in and the exhaust and through to the top and the rear. And I haven't been gaming on this PC, and even under stress, both the GPU and CPU stay under 80 Fahrenheit, and during normal like using like browsing or editing, temperatures sit comfortably between the 40 and 48 Fahrenheit. Like right now that I'm just recording, actually the computer is being idle right now. It's a 39 CPU and 29 GPU right now, which is a great fantastic temperature for this PC. So yeah, and that basically airflow and thermals is really great. Also, you probably noticed that I did not buy any new GPU for this build. I am actually using my RTX 47 that I have on my previous gaming PC, and since I play most of my games at 1440p anyway, this card still performs really well. Plus, actually, the way how wild the GPU market is right now, especially with the new 50 series, it made more sense for me to stick with the one that I have right now. But the great thing is that with this setup and the way I build this PC, I was able to upgrade later if I want to it, to go into more 4K gaming to get a better GPU, or even if I want a better CPU as well. So that's actually the reason why I built my system in that way, because it giving me what I need right now, which is even better with a better cooling capability, as this case is a fantastic case for airflow, and also be able to upgrade later on for a 4K gaming when it's possible as well. So at the end, should you actually build your next PC in this case? From my basically experience in using and building and seeing how it performs, absolutely. I think Phanteks Evolv X2 is a great, super clean and modern case. And based on my experience, as I say, it's so easy to work with, have great temps, and honestly, it's just look amazing. And if you're interested in picking up the Phanteks Evolv X2, I got some links down on the description below that help support this channel at no extra cost to you. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like and subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our future uploads as well on this channel. And if you wanted to see more videos on awesome accessories for your gaming setup or live stream gear, check it out those videos right up here. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.